So, good afternoon, everybody. It's what's the day today? Sunday, the 9th of March, and this is our weekly update number 55. There we go, a weekly update, which I nearly didn't make, to be honest with you, because I nodded off this afternoon. I had huge plans for this afternoon, and then about 4 o'clock, I sat on the sofa and there we go. Lara had to wake me up and say, you got your live soon, so that's good. Just let me know if you can hear me, if anybody's on the live in the chat. See, one person's watching, because we had to change some microphone setups, and I'm not too sure if they work. So I could be talking to myself until someone else comes online, couldn't I, today? So there we go. And yes, so as always, we're going to start with how many people we've got online at the moment? Oh, just one at the moment. We're going to start with our residency visa section and everything else. So it's been quite a busy week, but I have got some good news finally about Manchester. Now, oh, hang a minute, we've jumped up to 6 people online. So that's good. That's a good start, isn't it? Here we go. I never know on these lives whether you're supposed to like sort of hang around a bit for more people to jump on before you get into the subject, or just get cracked in, really. And oh, here we go. Let's go straight to the chat then. Lolly P, hi Chris, all okay? Yes, all okay. Thank you very much. Here, believe it or not, sadly I had to go to a funeral today of one of our clients who sadly passed. It's sometimes happens, and the sad thing is we do work with older demographic of clients, so sometimes these things happen. But it got me thinking, about because I've got to go to a funeral this week in the UK as well, and about how like the dress codes, right, of things, because here in Spain it's unless you're sort of a member of the family, it's actually quite informal. I've been to a lot of funerals here now, and I haven't been to as many funerals in the UK as I have here in Spain, and especially if they're like one of the local crems, for example. And I was at one today, and I was like, I feel a bit out of place going full suit. Plus, the jacket's a bit tight as well at the moment. I was just like, I'm just going to go jeans shirt, dark jeans shirt, shoes, and a smart blazer jacket. And it turns out I was right. It wasn't that formal in that respect. In fact, there's a couple of people who're wearing trainers, which I don't think they wear trainers for a funeral. But yeah. So what's it like in the UK? That's a good question. What's your experiences? Let me know. And we've got Ant and Kez. Heidi Chris, hearing you loud and clear. Oh, that's great. You're on, guys. And what's the funeral experience? It's a horrible subject to start with, isn't it? What's that like in France? Is it very formal affair? Certainly here, I know that the clothes aren't as formal as you'd expect. I think in the UK, I think the UK might be slightly more formal. But then again, I suppose it depends who it is and what your relationship was to that person. And Trudy Ray, all right, yes, can hear you, Chris. Nice one, guys. Thanks for letting me know. We did bring a new microphone back. This one, check it out, from the office, because I've got a new microphone in the office, and then unfortunately couldn't get it working, so I had to go back to the old one. This one, which I have to be honest, is like a €10 Timo buy, really, but seems to be doing very well at the moment. Right. So on to the main subject, and let's talk about funerals. So Manchester. So what have we got going on? Well, Manchester, we have had 6 visas back from Manchester this week, and I'm just going to give you the, should we say, the demographic of the visas. So we have Manchester to Murcia in 7 weeks. We had a Manchester to Alicante in 9 weeks, and we had a Manchester to Malaga in 24 weeks. That is just ridiculous. That is double the amount of time that they should take. But what is the good news about this? The good news is that 2 of these people, in separate occasions, in different ways, requested the visa back or requested their passport back. And thanks, always thank you to our clients, because they always share all the information with us, which means we can get it out to you. And Jessica, I haven't spoken to the clients about their names, or I can say them, so I'm not going to tell you their names, but I can tell you what happened. So I had two clients who desperately need to get over here, just for reasons, even if it was just to get here to check stuff and then go back and get the visas. And they actually sent an email to Manchester, and to my surprise, Manchester responded with yes, you can actually come and pick your passport up between 10 and 11 on these days. Now, remember, when you get an email request to go to the consulate, you actually have to print that email out so you've got it in your hand when you get to security. The reason I say that is because we had a client who had it on their phone, and they're very pedantic and said you're not allowed in with phones, and they didn't want to look at the email on the phone. So eventually we said, look guys, just print them out, get to security, show them that you've got an email which is going to get you in, and then go from there. When they went to pick up their passports, because the visas haven't been issued, surprisingly enough, they went, oh, hang on a minute. They went and they gave them the passports with the visas in them. So that was great news. These other clients of ours now who they've just been pushed through the middle. Like after about 14 weeks, the consulate got back to them and requested more proof of the funds to live in Spain. So they're already 2 weeks over, the allotted amount of time that they do have. That was provided within 48 hours and sent registered post to the address that they said to send it to, with a lovely cover letter explaining exactly what it was that they're presenting. When you do get one of these requests, if you're applying for a non-lucrative visa, remember, in no part of any application, where it's an initial or a renewal, do they request a covering letter. I'm a huge believer these covering letters are influential in explaining and getting approvals, because I've done it on many occasions and it seems to work. So always write a nice covering letter to explain exactly what you're giving them. So when they get the covering letter, they can look and go, oh yeah, number one, be simple with it. Number one, P60 proving annual income, P60. Number two, 12 months bank account statement showing that annual income being paid and how much it is. Number two, that's how simple it needs to be. Well, they hadn't had their visas back. So I said, look, guys, what I'm going to do is write a letter because they've got now travel plans, because when you're traveling with pets, you have to have it pre-booked. And they'd already put their cabin back another 2 months. And I said, send me the proof of that travel, and we'll send a letter. And we actually sent it from our office, registered courier, to them, requesting more information as to why the visa hadn't been issued, if we could bring anything else to the party paperwork wise, and kindly asking them that if they could get the visa to our clients before the travel date. Very next day they released the visa after they received the letter. So it helps. I don't think being aggressive with the consulates helps. I've seen a lot of people try to be aggressive with them and demanding their stuff back. I just don't think that helps. But I think trying to do it in a nice, polite email first, or with a letter, really does seem to help. So yeah, well done, guys. 6 visas from Manchester this week, so that's great. Just go back to the chat, and I keep forgetting I can show the chats. Here we go. And the subject was saying about funerals. Yeah, French don't seem to wear black, and it's not formal unless it's a big church or military person. Yeah, same here, really. It's not that formal at funerals. But they're so quick here, aren't they? Whereas in the UK, I think we've been waiting a month almost, and that was a quick turnaround because there was a gap. Here it's 2 or 3 days max if there's no unforeseen circumstances. And we're glad to make this live, as we missed a couple. Finally finished repairing our bar roof following November's storm. Hooray! Well, we're going to talk about storms in a bit. And thanks for being on live, guys. I do much appreciate your support. We've got 5 people on at the moment, and we've got about 250, 300 views overall on last week's. That's generally what we seem to be getting. But if we'd have been doing this yesterday morning, you'd have seen water dripping here above me, because there's part of the house which is added on and sealed, not sealed apparently, but the other part of the house, this is like a conservatory where we've got this computer, and it was just so much rain, it just started coming through the gaps and filtering through, and even a little drop in our bathroom. So there you go. How are you guys suffering the rain out there? We're going to talk about that in our Spain section at the moment. So right then, let's have a look at where we are. what else did I have to say about residencies? And yes, just increasing problems with getting the fingerprint booking appointments this year. They just haven't improved. We try every day with a list that we have to get people booked in to where they need to go, and we're finding it even more difficult. And we haven't even got to the stage where people are the Brexit renewals, which are going to start in July, which I speak about in a video. Again, talk about in a minute. Where an extra 35,000 appointments are going to be needed. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens there with that, because the appointments at the moment have been tricky this month. Okay, then, so we're going to talk about now. Let's go on to our, what are we, 10 minutes in? Let's go into our YouTube, shall we? So we've got lots to talk about on YouTube, but first of all, I want to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of channels here. Here we go. So, oh, hang on a minute. I missed out 3 things on our residency thing. So hang on a minute. Let me just go back to our residency thing, about the same stuff, and just show you these photos. And Stuart and Katrina there, they have been for their appointment at the BLS office in London, and they sent me back now London Manchester BLS recognises our folders, but Stuart said he did ask them there and they said no. But for those of you going to London, our clients, always make sure you show them the logo, because when you do, it means that they know that it's a well organised folder. And yeah, we do like them to see that. Here's an insight inside into the BLS. Check that out. That's what the office looks like inside. Everybody who goes says it's a bit hectic and a bit daunting. So you have to prepare yourself for that. So thanks, guys, for sending these photos over. And what else have we got going on here? There we go. And this is me in Marbella with Mick and Julie. So I actually got out the office this week and went and checked out Marbella. Hadn't been there for a while. And yeah, it all went smoothly. And it was really nice to actually meet up with some clients that I've been dealing with online, on the phone and everything for nearly 2 years, but we've never actually met. So it was nice to get out. And then just a thank you from Hannah for putting on this lovely 5-star review, which was actually for a mum, Jane. And she said, we just used Upsticks for my mother's renewal and cannot praise them highly enough. I mean, during this, here we go. Look, I can give some promotion here at the bottom as well, can't I? It can be a very stressful process with many potential pitfalls, and Upsticks has done everything possible to spare us all of that. From Chris fully explaining the process and answering all our questions, to Jane guiding us through paperwork and arranging appointments with patience and compassion, as mum wasn't well at one point, and lovely Christina meeting us in person to guide us seamlessly through the application and collection of the TIA card. Everyone went above and beyond. It was also very well priced, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Hannah, for that. That was lovely to get that 5-star. We're up to 168 5-star reviews now on Google. We don't push it that much, the review thing. I suppose we should push it more, but you know, it'd be nice to get 5,000 subscribers and 200 5-star reviews on Google by the end of the year. So yeah, that's sort of our plan. Okay, then. So let's go back to what I was talking about on YouTube. So let's YouTube. Here, a couple of YouTube channels that I wanted to give a shout out to. There we go. So this is Neil from Get Me to Spain. Okay, and Sue. Sorry, I can't give you both a shout out. Now, the reason I'm giving these channels a shout out is because for those of you who Neil worked with us with his non-lucrative visas, currently going through the renewal process. But for those of you that are moving to Spain, these relatively small channels of people who've just moved over are absolutely fantastic. I watch them because it's impossible. I don't know what's going on in the rest of Spain and with our clients, and it's just fantastic. So get yourself subscribed to Get Me to Spain on YouTube. And that's Neil. He's going around Alicante, Murcia. I think he's even been further afield to Valencia, I think, or up to Castellon. But it's all about people getting their feet and exploring Spain. And they're great channels to watch for those of you who are thinking of moving or coming to Spain before you actually get here. I definitely would encourage you to watch them. And also this one here, Robbo in Spain. Just literally put in Robbo in Spain, you'll see it. Robbo does a series of shorts, also worked with us for his non-lucrative visa. And we have a bit of a laugh doing some petrol price comparisons on the shorts together. And he also shows you a lot of the Torrevieja area, and they're all just channels that you need to be getting signed up to and watching, because it's real people, real life in Spain. And it's what, the bits that we don't give you when we're working with you who are not lucrative visa, because we can't, it's just encourage you all to sign up to these channels. So yeah, thanks to that. And then let's go to the YouTube comments. So before I do that, let's go back to the comments and see who's about. And okay, so I've already put that one on. Here we go. Hi Chris, hope you're well. So hey Steve, how you doing there, Steve? So I'm late again. Don't worry, I'll tell you what, Steve, I was nearly late as well. I nodded off this afternoon. I had great plans this afternoon. I had great plans to do things. I had to order our stationery and stuff like that we get from folders and bags and all that come from a company which is really good, actually, called 360 in Premier. So any of you are running a business, check it out. But they take around a month to come because they come from Portugal, and you have to wait really to get these offers. They have this offer on their website where they'll give you 50% off, but they actually put 50% into your client account and you can re-spend it in a month's time. And that came up today, and I was like, do that this afternoon, get that done. So we stocked up, and then I fell asleep. So never mind. So Steve says, hi Chris, hope you're well. So I'm late again. We are back in the UK now, and our acro should be here next week. So we're getting there. Yes. Yeah, I'll be in the UK next week as well. But yeah, we need to have a catch up as soon as they arrive. And we'll go to the next steps and the translations and the apostilles, which is great. Hey, there you go. Robbo's online. Here he is. You can see I've put a wintry, sort of rainy background in behind us. Robbo was just talking about your channel there, giving you a shout out and how important it is. And new viewers, 9 viewers, 3 thumbs up. Help the channel with thumbs up. Yes, please help the channel, like and subscribe. Only 50% of the people who watch our content are actually subscribers, and we're going for it. We want to get to 5,000. I made quite a big hitting video. For me, it's big. It got over 1,000 views the other day, which we're going to talk about now. And I've got a load more coming out to try and push that 5,000 subscribers this week. And Patrick is our supporter. Hey, Chris, rainy Cochabamba. Yes, it's rainy here as well at the moment. So yeah, it is very rainy. And we've got some pictures of flooding in Almeria where we were sent by one of our clients actually coming up. So where are we? Oh, Robbo says he's changed his banner. Oh, sorry, Robbo. I might have missed that one. There we go. Or was it the banner you sent me with like the official government thing on it? I wasn't even too sure I was allowed to show that. But I'll show you a new banner next week. Don't worry, I'll nick it off the YouTube site. I changed our banner as well. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Go to it. I changed our logo, just the simple logo, and the banner to a darker banner, just to give us a look for 2025. So let's check out the comments on YouTube. What we got going on YouTube then? Here we go. So I did a video, would you live in Fingarola? And Patrick, who you've just seen there, who's on. Hey, Patrick, today. I'm not sure if I'd want to live there, but great to visit. Yeah, that's the opinion of an awful lot of people, I can tell you. And on the same video, Michael Costigan, yes, I would stay for good, just back from there. It's got everything I need, also no heels, but Brexit screwed it. I'm 66. Any way for me is winning some lottery money. Yes, unfortunately, the horrors of Brexit, for people who can't quite beat that minimum financial requirement, it's an absolute nightmare. And Probably showing that one. And then on this video here, so check out if you are if you did get your residency within the withdrawal agreement, then check out this video because I put a very important update on there. Seems to be getting a lot of traction, the video at the moment, and a lot of positive comments. The only negative comment we got on there was someone said that my sound was naff, which was disappointing because I've got a really nice Rode microphone. I probably just don't know how to use it properly, so I've got to get on that. And let's have a look at the comments from there then. And Clive 007 said absolutely correct. My abogado told me the same, that we were going to the police station to get permanent residency the day after the expiry of my card, not before. Yeah, that's the general consensus, and that's the information I delve into on that video. And Steve Smith says, thanks, Chris. Trip to Saragossa in December for me to do mine. A question: after I get permanent card, what is the criteria for being out of Spain, as I'd probably be spending a lot more time in Asia with my partner? There, as usual, seems to be a lot of conflicted information about. Yes, there is. Now, Steve, why are you traveling to Saragossa to get your card? Or is it you live in Saragossa and that's where the police station is? Because you can get your card wherever you live as long as you've got an updated padron. The criteria is that if you you can, within the withdrawal agreement, if you've got permanent residency, in theory, spend up to 5 years outside of Spain and not lose your residency. Though I would definitely speak to a tax lawyer about your situation when it comes to if you are spending up to more than 183 days out at any one fiscal year. So a tax and physical residency sometimes don't go hand in hand, but yeah, in theory, it's up to 5 years. How that's going to work with you coming in and out, and just using it as a free rein to enter Spain, if that's your plan, is I don't know. I need to know more about your plans, but happy to have a chat about that. And talking about having a chat, if you do want to chat to us, you can book a call here. There you go. There's a QR code. I'll leave that up for a bit. The calls are actually running in April now. So if you're thinking about moving to Spain, fortunately, because I'm spending a bit of time in the UK this month, I've had to block the rest of the calls off for March. So if you are thinking of moving to Spain, get a non-lucrative visa in the future, book a call in and we can have a chat. So what else have we got going on here? Yep. Lisa Nurka, sorry. I'm assuming it's from Nurka. Oh, Lisa Nurka. Thank you, Chris. Very sounded informative. Sounds much easier this way. Hopefully, as time goes on, you'll be able to tell us 100% that this is the way we renew our permanent TIA cards. Yes, I will. And Lisa, drop us an email to chris@upsticks.ef if you haven't already, because sometimes I don't always associate YouTube handles with our client CRM base. So if you want us to put us on there and remind you and work with us, then just drop me an email and I'll stick you on our renewals list and we can let you know. Peter Walton said, let's hope they make it easy as they have suggested. Yeah. So what we are doing with our clients is we are at the moment basically got everybody on a list and a holding pattern with people's expiry dates. As we're getting close to the time, we'll then start reminding people and what they need to do, how much it's going to cost, and get started. But don't worry, at the moment, I think it's going to be fine. So let's go back to the comments, shall we? And who else have we got on here? Thomas Williams. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Hi, Chris. Good news about Manchester turnaround time. Keep up the great content, Tom and Josie. Thanks, guys. Yes, good news. I mean, it's a roller coaster road, isn't it? All the time, you know, the consulate. But yeah, that's great news this week because that means that at the moment we've only got one person who's come up to the 90 days waiting for the reset. Everybody else is under 90 days, which is great. And sound is best. It's been, oh, that's good, brilliant, and thanks for that. And Thomas said, Chris, listen to Scat's latest video, Retax, when applying for Upsticks, do you help with all different number of tax forms, modelos? Yeah, so we have tax people, basically. So yeah, whatever tax relates to the actual application itself, we do all of those for you. So there's nothing you need to worry about. And then when it comes down to actually your income tax or any other forms that you have to fill out, yeah, we don't do it in house. I'd love to be able to do it in house. Who knows? This time next year, we may have a desk with an accountant there on the desk because we have to move this time next year, going to bigger premises. And my idea is to bring more people in, expand the team, hopefully. Let's see. But yeah, we can help you, put you in the right direction, depending on where you are, who you need to speak to. Yes, don't worry about that. We can definitely put you in the on the right footing. Okay, so I've been waffling on for 25 minutes now, which means 10 minutes a section, already 5 minutes over. Still 8 people on watching, so it can't be that boring. And we're going to talk about Spain. We've got quite a bit on when it comes to Spain as well. There we go. So, Spain. Well, the first thing is we need to talk about is the weather, isn't it? I mean, where are you in Spain? Let me know and let me know what's happening. I mean, the rain is here and it's sort of bittersweet. It's been raining now on and off since last weekend. And the problem is when it comes down hard, it's very destructive rain. So the rain isn't going where we need it to. It basically just causes a lot of damage, and especially on the coast, it just then runs into the sea. And the coast gets a lot of flooding because that's generally right at the very end of all the rain that's coming off the mountains down the hills, and which is very unfortunate. But the plus side of things is that we do need it. We were in a severe drought last year. And even up to before these rains came, even with a Dana and everything else, we weren't replenishing the water levels in the reservoirs that we needed. And you can also, when you do look at them, you can also sometimes get a false reading because some of them feed into each other. So that was one the other day in Guadalajara that said it was at 60%, while the others were still sat at 18%. It's because they feed into each other. But I'm going to get more into that on a different video. But as it stands right now, and I'm literally looking at the window behind me here, and it's just drizzling, and it's just constant drizzle, constant drizzle. That is the best kind of rain that we can get because that is just coming down, not causing any destruction, and slowly filling up the reservoirs. And even if it rained for the next month, okay, it wouldn't be a problem because that would give us the water that we need. So yeah, it's bittersweet, isn't it, when we have this weather? But we all know summer's around the corner. It's all going to be nice. And the moment it stops, it's beautiful weather here. So Gary Peters has sent me across some photos of the flooding in. This is in a place called Palomares, and he's actually staying on a campsite over there. Oh, and Gary said, let's just show you this. Gary just wanted to say, if you YouTube it, can you give Camper Park Al Mazora a shout? Sasha and his team were amazing. His site was pretty clear of the water. Just the roads outside was lost. His team came round in the morning and got shopping orders from everyone and brought it all back for us. Isn't that amazing? And that's the kind of thing that you love to see. 2 days tirelessly working to repair the road outside by him and his team. Unbelievable. That is great. And let me just show you what they were faced with and how it ended up. So this was just get rid of this. This is what happened. He says. There we go. Look at that. It just wasn't. Sorry, I'm having some computer problems here. Their road outside, so basically just blocked everybody in. That was it. It literally just blocked everybody in. And for some reason, I can't upload any more of these photos from you, Gary. Let me have a look here. What else we can do? So look at an overlay here. I don't know. That's strange. For some reason, I can't upload any more of Gary's photos. Overlay there. There we go. And that's how they fixed it. So yes, definitely a 2-day job to fix it. And so it went from this, where are we? From this to that. And there we go. Well done, guys, there over in Palomares. I've still got 8 people on. That's great. And let's get rid of this one. And technology doesn't work with you. What do you do? I need a lesson from Scats on this system still. He's the expert on it. So thanks, Gary, for sending those photos across to us. And now from Neil at Get Me to Spain, check these out. This is his photos of a place called El Cal. Now, El Cal is located. Well prepared today. Look at this. El Cal de Elche is a hidden artistic gem located in the Tabaya Mountains near Elche. El Cal is an open-air museum featuring over 100 sculptures carved into rock, created by Mariano Ros, a retired shoemaker. The project began in 2000, took 8 years to complete. The sculpture showcased local history, culture, and iconic landmarks like the Lady of Elche and the Basilica of Santa Maria. Visitors can access the site via a short hiking trail from parking Mariano Ros. Open year-round with free entry. Cal must be a must-visit for art, history, and nature lovers. And just check this out. It looks amazing. It really does. There's all the sculptures. So this guy has obviously sculpted these into the mountains, and lots and lots of stuff, which is just related to Elche, which is a lovely town, and worth a trip if you're up there in Alicante. Get yourself to Elche. One of the police stations we use is actually in Elche, and go and see this place. There you go, you can see them all in the background, and I'm pretty sure that Neil will have a video of this on his channel, Get Me to Spain. Wow, look at that. That's Mariano Ros Martinez, 1926 to, does that mean he's passed, sadly? That's a shame. Didn't say that in the information that I Googled. Elche Ciudad de Luz y Esplendor, it is. So thank you guys for sending those photos across and showing us what you've been up to out and about. And I take it was a sunny day when you went there. And over here, what else have we got here? We've got photos here from one last thing here was the Vuelta de Andalucía, and these photos were sent to me, and from Richard and Deborah, and who've just moved over, who sent me another email today, but I haven't got to it. So guys, if you are watching this on playback, we'll get to that email today. And I didn't see the Vuelta. It came right past where I lived, actually. But funny enough, I was I can't remember what I was doing. I saw the signs, but I didn't actually see the bikes. But yeah, it's really great to have that in our town. One of the stages, finish it up. So if you're a cycling fan, Andalucía is a great place to be, because the Vuelta de España comes through Andalucía, and in Alarin we quite often get the Vuelta de Andalucía stopping here as well. You can see them. Their equipment that they bring is absolutely amazing. It really is. There you go. You can see some of the bikes lined up there. This was the end. This was, I believe, that must have been the winner coming across. Ruta del Sol, they call it. It wouldn't have been Ruta del Sol this week, I can tell you. And there we go. So, and that's it for our pictures today, I'm afraid. Let's go back to the chat, and well, let's show you this, shall we? So if you have enjoyed the video, you can buy me a coffee here. Check that out. There's our new buy me a coffee thing. Might spend it on beer, not coffee, but you know, that's the name of the website. And let's go back to the chat, and see who's on still. We've still got 7 people on this one, so that's been good. And Anton Kes said, how's the arm coming along? Yeah, it's it goes to there still, fortunately. That's as far as it goes. There, can't really get it behind my back still. Nearly 6 months on, but I mean, physio, rehabilitation, poco. But in this weather, you don't have a rod in your arm in this weather. You can tell the weather. I don't know why in low pressure it hurts, but it does. And then I went to because I've been doing private rehabilitation, because believe it or not, I broke it on the 7th of October. Had the operation to put the rod, because I broke my humerus right in the middle, had a rod put in here, screwed there and there. And they actually started my social security, which is the public state rehabilitation, this week. And when I turned up, I was like, oh no, this room looks awful. But then I had to go and see a medical doctor, who then did exactly the same. Just went, oh, you haven't got movement there, you've got movement here, do this, do that, do this. And he said, now I'm going to refer you back to the town where you live. So nothing happened. But never mind. So I'll soon be in a room with everybody else who's doing the thing up the wall, where you have to put your hands up the wall and see how far you can get. And then, yeah. But anyway, worse things happen at sea than a broken arm, don't they? And yeah, that's it. Okay, then, guys. And Anke says, yeah, we're raising a glass of red to you. Cheers. I will quite possibly be lining up my emails for tomorrow and having a glass of red at the same time later on this evening, which is my usual Sunday evening ritual. And who else is on? And Paul's on. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Sorry, I was late today. Was out in the garden as weather good in Coventry. I'll replay it later. No way. So the weather's good in Coventry, but it's not here. And apparently, I'm bringing this rain back with me next week when I go to the UK. But yeah, and I have got loads of gardening stuff that I'm going to put on next week, because sadly, very sadly, I had a lovely allotment going in my garden. And I also had a little mini greenhouse, which I got bought for Christmas, going. Me and my daughter worked really hard in the greenhouse to get things going. We've got some coriander growing amazingly. Coriander is stupidly expensive in Spain. So we've got some growing. We've got some tomatoes in there, lots of succulent cuttings, and some seeded tomatoes and chilies. And the storm on Friday just wiped it out. It obviously had it tied down, but not as well as possible. So we've got to recuperate from that next weekend, because we're not here this week. And my allotment, I've got chickens as well, and the chickens quite often will let out, and they can go pick around, get the grubs, and then close them in at night time. Sometimes we'll leave them in, but I'd left them in for a month because we planted some lettuces and we had some Brussels sprouts and stuff growing, until the plants got a bit bigger, so they didn't attack the plants. And this is my first experiment with it, because they've got so many other things that they could eat around. They would definitely pick the little plants, but they wouldn't get them once they're big. So the lettuces got to about the size of like that, ready to pick. So you just go along, get them. It only takes 6 weeks to a month to grow here. And if you leave them, they start filling out a bit more. We can pick them at that stage. And I let them out, and they ate the lot within 24 hours. So once they're started, I just give up. So there you go. I'm going to fence it all in. So, and Kez said that you should have had a back scratcher to the Upsticks merchandise. Oh, talking about Upsticks merchandise, something else I forgot. Now we're ready for summer. Check these bad boys. That's it. And I'm going to pop one of these in the post to Robbo and Neil from Get Me to Spain for the effort that they've made with their channels and helping send me content. So guys, I'm going to send you one of these out each, and I expect to see it in at least one video. All right, there we go. And if you do want one of these, you're going to have to do a prize, aren't we? Bankes says, yeah, it's raining here in France, and Paul says, I'll be back in Spain in 28 to do a bit more work at my house near Work Lovera. That's in Almeria, isn't it? Send us some photos, Paul. I want to see you at work. Go on, let everybody know what you're doing. This is all about these lives that I do. Are so dying to do them, because it's all about stuff that we don't tell people when we're going through the visa process, and real life in Spain and everything like that. So if you can send us anything, or anybody's watching the channel, send us anything that's relative, that you think that people might like to see. It could be anything, really anything at all. Your local bar, your breakfast, what things cost, where you live, an idea of the best bread that you buy in the supermarket, anything. If you've got anything you think's worth sharing with anybody who's either living in Spain or thinking to come to Spain, it doesn't have to be anything to do with visas. It's not about that. It's all about moving into Spain and the community and the things that you might not think about sharing. Send it to me and I will show it on here. All right, guys, we're running up to 40 minutes. So thanks for everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We got up to 9 people in the end. I'm going to put the check this out. We've got the captions at the bottom. This is our website. So if you do want to get in contact with us, you can just jump on there. And or if I really want to get clever nowadays with this, look, you can book a call at this QR code right here and have a chat with us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for 5,000 subscribers, and we might have a special prize giveaway for that. And my son actually suggested that when we get to around 4,940 or 4,950, 60, right, we should do a non-stop live until we actually hit 5,000. He said that all the YouTubers do it. I thought that might mean that I'm sat for like hours and hours just not doing anything. He was like, yeah, just do it. Just do it. So that might happen. Let's see. Let me know suggestions if you think that's a good idea. And okay then, guys, 100% thumbs up. We'll see you soon on the next live, which is next Sunday, 6 o'clock, and it'll be number 56.